Now today, ladies and gents, it is one of the good days of Nio, because as I'm doing this video, Nio it's up over 8%, and this, I personally believe that it is an anticipation of what's coming on Wednesday. So many of the, or some of the retail investors might be loading up as we head towards the official launch of the Nio ES6. Now the ES6, you will know that it's one of the models that it is expected to do very well on Nio, and this, or it is for this reason why I personally believe that, of course, this stock is surging. Now some of the stocks that I have in my portfolio that are really doing well, I've got stocks like Twilio, which is also up over 8%. I mean, with Twilio, my average, I think it's just around $55 per stock, and seeing Twilio trading just over or almost at $56 per stock, it is something that is obviously, this is a good thing to watch, because this is a stock that obviously I personally believe that it is just set for greatness. Now with Nio, like I said, one of the things that is making it to surge, ladies and gents, it is because of the upcoming ES6 official launch, which is expected to take place on Wednesday. This is one of the events that so many of the new investors are patiently waiting to see, because we want to get to see the price tag for that model, because that, like I said, that is a model that is expected, or which is expected to do very well. So it is very important that obviously we get to see the price tag for the models, because the deliveries of that model are expected to begin, of course, on Thursday, which is something that is incredible. Now talk about Thursday, or talk about that model, you will know that yesterday, of course, we read wonderful news coming from Nio, or coming from, of course, a certain report which indicated that already over 300 or around 300 stores, or Nio stores in China, already have, of course, the ES6 in their showrooms, which is something that is incredible, because the consumers in China get to experience, or are getting to experience, this ES6 in the showrooms. This is something that is incredible, and we already know that obviously the fact that this car is expected to do very well in sales, it brings or make us to be confident, because we know that the fact that we are seeing, of course, this ES6 in already over 300 showrooms, it means that even the cars, or the kind of deliveries that Nio can produce for this month, we can expect a lot, because obviously if already Nio has got this ES6 in the showrooms, or in over 300 showrooms in China already, just has to show you that Nio, it looks like they have already on the mass production of this vehicle, which is something that will make them to produce good delivery numbers. In fact, there are already rumors saying that Nio, for this model, they are targeting at least 30,000 vehicles for the month of May, which is something that, of course, we will see. It's yet to be confirmed when Nio report the obviously May delivery numbers. So one of the things, like I said, that is making Nio to surge in terms of the share price, it's of course the upcoming ES6 launch, which is expected to start on Wednesday. This is an event that obviously we get to see how much that car is. So I just thought I'd just give you this quick updates. Now, of course, before I forget the house rule, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video, and I would really appreciate if you can just hit the like button if you do enjoy the content that I give you, of course, like this on a day-to-day on Nio, together with some of the stocks that I personally invest in. I mean, Twilio, I've not spoken much about this stock on this channel, but this is one of the stocks which I personally believe that it is set for greatness, and I promise I will do a video probably talking specifically about Twilio, because one of the things that had make a stock like Twilio to plummet, I think a couple of weeks ago, it was because after the earnings, though they managed to beat analyst expectations in terms of the revenues they generated and the earnings per share, one thing that made the shares of Twilio to plummet, it was of course their Q2 guidance in terms of revenue, because in Q2 they are expecting to report total revenues of below 1 billion, which is lower than the total revenues we saw in, of course, Q1 of over $1 billion. So that is one of the things that makes the Twilio, or the shares of Twilio, to plummet, but this remains to be a very good company, ladies and gents. Twilio, you will know that after reporting their Q1 earnings, their Q4 earnings, we saw the stock hitting, I think, over $80 per stock, and seeing it coming down to the 50s, I knew that it was time for me to probably add this stock once again to my portfolio, because I had sold it, I think, after the earnings or Q4 earnings, trying to maybe get some money or some good profit profit so that I can of course buy it probably more when it comes down and or something like that, because I think most stocks that reported their Q4 earnings, they were expected to sort of like of course come down in terms of the share price, because most stocks in Q4 we saw them doing really well. So Twilio was one of the stocks that, ladies and gents, they did well after Q4, but in Q1, yes, they did well, but Q2, the guidance, of course, they projected it to be below, of course, that of Q1, and that is, of course, the guidance of and that is, of course, over $1 billion. So in Q2, they're expecting to report total revenues of below $1 billion, which is why we saw this stock plummeting in terms of the share price. But look, today, ladies and gents, we are seeing Twilio, ladies and gents, doing well in terms of the share price, which is why they're up over 8%. So yes, I'm very excited, and like I said, I'll do a full video about probably about Twilio and explaining why I'm bullish onto this stock. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I'd just give you this quick updates as to why are we seeing Nio or the Nio stock up over 8%, which is like what I'm saying. This is because probably of the anticipation of what is to happen on Wednesday, and that is the official launch of the Nio ES6 and deliveries starting on Thursday. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment and subscribe, and once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. Before you load the board, increase your holdings onto Nio, please do make sure that you do your own due diligence so that at least you can be comfortable when you are investing onto this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.